Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for our first really in-person Veterans Day ceremony that we've had in a while. I'm Mr. Dietrich. For all those veterans that are here, I'm the principal of Kinsner. So I would like, first off, give a round of applause and thank you for all of our veterans who are attending this today. So I was a former history teacher, so I feel like I need to talk a little bit about history today. So on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, which would be November 11th, the fighting of World War I ended in 1918. Due to the conclusion of the war to end all wars, November 11th became a universally recognized day of celebration. The day was originally called Armistice Day, 8 years after the end of World War I, and honored only veterans of that war. Then in 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, it was renamed Veterans Day to honor all the veterans who served in America and defended our democracy. So how do we honor those veterans? First off, these men and women are just ordinary people. They were just like you and me. They attended school, they played sports after school, and until they heard the call of duty, and they answered it. And when they graduated high school, they left their families, they left their homes, not for recognition or fame that we give them today, but they fought to protect our country and to serve and defend the freedoms that we have today. As we honor our veterans and remember their great deeds, let's also salute those currently fighting for our freedom. And I believe Ms. Keating actually has three of her kids are currently deployed throughout the world. So how do we honor our veterans? The best way to honor our veterans is to take an active part in maintaining freedom in America. We must learn what it means to actually be an American. We must volunteer in our communities, take care of our veterans and their families, vote in elections, and continue to make America the best that it can be. All right, Kayla. If you could, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
When Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner almost 200 years ago, he called America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Those words are as true today as they were then.
Throughout this nation's history, Americans, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardmen have bravely answered the call to defend our freedom, to aid our friends and allies, and to turn back aggressors.
We can never fully repay our debt of gratitude to the more than 650,000 American service members who died in battle, or the 1.4 million who were wounded. We can, however, recognize and thank the 25 million veterans still living today.
These words are inscribed on the Korean War Memorial in Washington, D.C. Our nation honors her sons and daughters who answered the call to defend a country they never knew and to people they never met.
Those words apply equally to many of our World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, and Gulf War veterans as well. They apply today's active duty service members, tomorrow's veterans who are helping maintain peace throughout the world.
Today is our privilege to say thank you to all American veterans, to let them know we appreciate them for their service and honor them for their sacrifices.
The price of freedom is high. We cannot afford to forget those willing to pay it. Today we celebrate American veterans for keeping this nation the land of the free and home of the brave.
Now I'd like to invite Ms. Delosia's class up, where Ms. Lahuda leads us and Ms. Waza leads us into My Country, 'Tis of Thee. Disclosures class, put your mallets and drums down and you guys can go back to your seats. Demiana.
Our thanks for all you do, defending our flag, the red, white, and blue. As Americans, we know what freedom means. The joy, the peace, and the right to dream. Freedom we love, but it is not free. The sacrifice is great, and you gave willingly. Our thoughts and prayers are with you today, as you fight for freedom so far away. May God keep you safe in all that you do, and bring you back home to those who love you.
practicing. That was good. That was really good. All right, now we're going to play the recordings of the military branches. Veterans, please stand when you hear your song. And students, we can clap for them when they hear their song. So the order is Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. Okay, sorry about that. I was telling Mr. Lawrence I knew the order, and I guess I didn't know the order. So my apologies. So next we actually have a little special video message from a deployed soldier of a parent here at Kinsner Elementary. This is Captain Rosman. So let's hear his message.
Happy Veterans Day, Kinsner Elementary. My name is Captain Paul Rosman, and I've been serving in the United States Army, Ohio National Guard for the last 12 years. I'm currently serving as a physician assistant with the 216th Engineer Battalion. As we celebrate Veterans Day, I wanted to share some ideas on how you can partake and celebrate our veterans too. Number one, thank a veteran. Maybe it's mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, or grandpa. Maybe it's your neighbor. Any way that you can thank a veteran for their service and dedication to our great country is an awesome way to start the day. Number two, think about writing a letter or drawing a picture for our deployed service members, sailors, Marines, and airmen. We love getting pictures while we're far away from home, and it reminds us of all the good things that we're coming back home to. And thirdly, maybe ask that veteran if they've got a great story or a lesson that they learned while they were serving in the military. You'd be surprised what kind of interesting facts or people they met along their way that made their service memorable to them. I'd like to give a special shout out to Miss Delancey's second graders, especially my wonderful daughter Mila. I love you very much and I can't wait to see you. Be home soon. Happy Veterans Day.
Okay, we're going to try something different than we haven't done before, but we're going to have a parade of our veterans through the hallways. So the kindergarten, first grade, and second grade students that were unable to join us today, will be able to walk down the hallway and see their artwork. So what will happen, we're going to parade you out. We're going to do a flag raising ceremony with the entire school outside where Miss LaHuda is going to sing the national anthem. And at that moment, you're more than welcome to mingle and stay around for a little bit if you would like, and then we'll come back inside. So I want to thank you all again for all of our veterans that came here. This has been a truly wonderful, wonderful day. So thank you very much.